Hey, what's going on, guys? You got Professor O coming through with a dose of that good yo. Come everywhere like broken glass and around like a circle. Anyway, anyhow, let's get down to this round now. Today I want to talk about having well-rounded consistency. Now, what does that mean? Well, I can give an example. A few examples, but let's start with this one initially. You have those that when January comes around, they'll be like, I'm going to make my New Year's resolution, and it's going to be going to the gym. I'm going to go to the gym. I want to change. I want to do this. I want to get in shape, etc. So forth. They'll go to the gym maybe about a week, maybe a month. If they really feeling it, probably maybe a few months, right? Not even a few months, maybe just like a month and a half. And then they'll get back to the regular program, whatever the case may be. And then there'll be a little bit of few that actually stick to it their last couple of months. And then there'll be a very, very small few that now their lifestyle has changed, and now it's becoming a part of their lifestyle. Oh yeah, I think I want to change that. Yeah, so it's not being well-rounded consistency. It's being, I don't know, but I'm going to change the title towards the end. We're going to flow with it. But anyway, I digress. So that's what happens. So, all right, you're dealing with individuals like that. And then you have those that they're consistent in all areas that they provide, that whatever is in there, whatever. They are totally consistent in everything that they do, whether it be speech or whatever. I don't even know how to give an example towards it, but I'm pretty sure you understand it. Maybe examples not even necessary, but you get it. So when you're dealing with individuals like that, and now you're gaining this well-rounded consistency, this is something that's very, very imperative for you to be able to continue to move forward at a constant, successful rate. This is when you're going through obstacles because you're consistent. And remember, why is this simple so difficult? Because it's simple. It doesn't require complicated thought. It just requires intense will. Will you be able to do it? Can you stick to it? No matter what, rain, sleet, snow, are you going to stick to it? Nowadays, people love instant gratification because we live in a day and age where we have that luxury to get things instantly. But also realize to even get to that point of instantaneousness, you had to build towards it. And this is when you're applying your patience, you're applying your earnestness. This is when you start applying, this is when the traits that last a lifetime and that has priceless quality, these are the traits that get you the instantaneous result. But I digress. Pick up the handy dandy notebook. Who writes the script? I do, don't beat me up. Just stick to it. Simple as that. Well-rounded consistency. When you create your own script and now you're sticking to a meaning, a plan. All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the gym. I want to start eating a little bit different. I want to be able to, I don't know, or set a goal, whatever the case may be. The problem is people don't want to stick to their script. I got to start making a point so I can like point to the top, whatever, when I'm adding a video that I probably made, because a lot of my videos again about inner work and I already made it previously, but again, we're building off of those videos. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not going to get too much into it. Watch the other videos and you'll be able to get to it and have you see what I did there, right? Yeah. So when you're doing that, and the instant thing, instant, right? Everything's instant now. The interesting thing about that, you will truly, truly, truly be able to, where was I? Sticking to the script. You'll truly be able to get the result that you desire because you're sticking to a point by point consistency. I hate using the same words to explain what I mean, so excuse me right now. But you'll be able to get it. You stick to it. You create the plan, stick to the script, and then you'll be able to get your result. Point blank, period. There's not no in-between, there's not no if, and, or buts. It's going to happen because it literally is that simple and it's literally that simple. Say it again, right? What makes it so complicated is that you do, and life makes it complicated. And again, remember, life is tentative, so anything can happen. It isn't linear, it's geometric. But the plan may be linear, but being that you're a geometrical individual with a geometrical perspective, you may try to overextend certain things when all you had to do is take one step forward. Do I gotta hop? Do I gotta leap? Do I gotta skip? Maybe I should do just put your foot forward. one step at a time, and it'll be all fine. But I digress, right? People, unfortunately, do it for the glory, and they don't care about the story. They just care about the glory. But what I'm here to say is that the story, the glory, those things are gonna come. What you need to do is get results. As simple as that. It's all about getting results. All of that glitz and glamour, that's gonna come with it. All of the story about, oh, you had to struggle, this, that, and the third, that's part of the process. That's the journey point. It's all that, don't focus on none of that. Focus on results. What did you do to get closer to that point? Simple as that. You stick to that type of script, it's going to be success all the way around. That's it. Have a track record. Always have paper trail, where you been, where you going, where you at, who you spoke to, how you spoke to, what point, what position do they play in this life and in this role that I need to get to my goal. What are they playing right now? Stick to your script and have well-rounded consistency. If you're straightforward in that, be straightforward all the time. Or more so, be consistent and have urgency and earnestness in all avenues of your perspective. Don't be slack in one perspective and then be earnest in the other. No, be earnest in all aspects. That way they'll all connect equally and you'll be able to get results that'll be able to complement each avenue. I digress. Ignore the seasons, ignore the shamers, ignore all of the distractions. Ignore them all. Focus on the results. Simple as that. It doesn't matter how little your achievement was, you still achieved and you got that much closer to the goal. Period. I don't want to hear none of that. Trust me, the shamers, the seasons, all these things don't distract you. It doesn't matter if it's fall, spring, winter, summer, doesn't even matter. Prepare yourself for it. Summer, all right, dress properly. If it's winter, all right, make sure you put your hat and boots on. If it's springtime, get a nice little windbreaker. If it's fall, all right, get a little trench coat. Something like that. At the end of the day, or if you can't do it, just be prepared. That's it. Prepare for the best. Expect the best, prepare for the worst. Be consistent in all avenues. It'll all come together. It has no choice but to come together because your signal and your inner frequency is emitting that type of energy. It's emitting persistence. It is emitting consistency. It's emitting goal completion. It's emitting that. So everything is going to have to align to that situation. Point blank period. That's just it. Definitely, and one thing I know, it doesn't like, and I'm not saying, dress with labels, etc. so forth. I mean, if you can afford it, go ahead and enjoy it. But I'm talking about if you're fresh on the outside, be fresh on the inside. Simple as that, you know what I mean? Like, don't put on cologne, you ain't take a shower. I mean that in all aspects of the word, literally, like seriously. If you're not going, you gotta be fresh in all aspects. You know what I mean? Start eating correct. Simple as that. I digress, man, because that's just you should already know what to do with that. And this is another one. This is very interesting to me as well. This is something that I really admire about Steve Jobs when he was making the iPhones at that time. He said in one of his, I think it was one of his reveals. I'm not too sure, but he definitely said this. He said when he was making the iPhone, he wanted the iPhone to be elegant, but not just on the outside. He wanted the inside of the phone to be elegant as well. He wanted things to be in proper order, to look good and comfort. Like what? I don't even think people even understand how amazing that little gesture. Because think about it, everyone may have an iPhone or Android, whatever the case may be. You're not worried about what any other insides, the circuit boards, the motherboards, CPU, GPUs, whatever the case may be. You're not worried about how it looks. You're not worried about if it's aligned properly. So for him to even want to put that, and that's just his take on it, on his creation and invention. He wanted everything to be well-rounded, a well-rounded perspective. Not only is it beautiful and elegant on the outside, it's beautiful and elegant on the inside as well. That right there in itself is the most fantastic perspective in anything. And that's something that needs to literally be taken into consideration. But again, I digress. It is what it is. And now I'm gonna end off with this. So just when you're definitely achieving anything of your goals, point of this video is literally making sure all your avenues are aligning and you're giving all your energy equally to each avenue. Now this is when you have to realize where your energy needs to go and how you need to pay more attention to certain avenues. And again, even I need to follow this. Now this isn't an easy trait at all. I'm literally telling you this because again, everyone has different obligations and priorities. Some may have families to take care of, children, nephews, nieces, whatever the case may be, or even, I don't know your story. But what I can say is that when you start to really section out your goals and you start to equalize your energy and where you're putting that, all right, if you're putting 100% in this avenue here and you need to put in, and you're not giving that much energy to the rest of the avenues, maybe you should break it up. Priorities come first and obligations, most definitely. Because again, if you're not handling your business now, your business is going to handle you later. That's just what it is. But when you're able to get that out the way and you focus on yourself, and you can put all your energy into each avenue equally, of course, give it to which ones, then you'll learn, like, all right, when you're doing that, you'll be able to realize, all right, this Avenue A is able to giving me more feedback. So that means, all right, this is a good enough energy because I was getting that back. Now, have that on a perpetual motion. Now you can put a little bit more energy in B and C, D, whatever the case may be. But then now if you see like, all right, A was giving me good feedback, B is not really giving me that much feedback. I'm giving it, it's not coming back. C is giving me decent feedback, okay, so I just gotta put a little more, see how that comes out, right? Now you'll know, all right, I gotta take my energy from B because it's not giving me feedback, and then now I can be putting the energy from B into A and C. Point blank, period. Once you do that little slight adjustment, you'll be able to apply everything to its normal avenue, right? And again, yeah, that's it right there. Yeah, I'm gonna end off with this. Again, this message is for the adept out there, for the master, the expert, the proficient, efficient, self-efficient, the one that's always doing it and never losing it, that's growing at all times. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. And remember, when it's good, it's all good. All you gotta do is speak good, see good, do good, and it is good. And when it's good, it's all good. Can you dig it? And for the haters out there that love looking at your boy, make sure you look at my good side, cause you know I'm sexy. Yeah. Peace, love, and light, guys. See you guys in the next video.